Have you found that you've been getting really bad battery life and battery efficiency on your new phone? Yes, I especially experienced this on my iPhone 6s. It literally has the worst battery ever. Great start to the video, Kin. You deleted all of your notes off your phone. I'm gonna have to do this from memory, let's go. Is it really a myth that by leaving your phone on overnight on charge, it ruins your battery? Yes, this is 10% correct, but it's also 90% not correct. Let me explain. The iPhone battery only has so many cycles it can go through, from 0 to 100%, or reaching that 100% marker. It can only go through that cycle a number of times. Apple don't actually claim the cycles, but most people experiencing on an iPhone 6 or 6s can get about 1,000 cycles. Let me just put that into context. By having 2 weeks of every night putting your phone on charge while you sleep and charging it to 100%, after 2 weeks you're going to be dropping 1% of your overall battery life. It won't say 1% up in the corner, you'll just notice you're getting the equivalent of 1% less of battery. So if you do leave your phone on every night when you go to bed, do be aware of this problem, but you do have about 1,400 days of leaving it on charge overnight, and you will probably get an upgrade by then. How many years is that? That is 4 years. You'll probably have a new phone by then, so you shouldn't be worrying too much. The first part of this video is going on how you can charge your device quicker, and the second portion of the video is how you can optimize your charge to get better battery life out of your phone. Now we've got the main myth out of the room, we can get on with this video. Did you know your iPhone uses a lithium-ion battery? I'm not that great at science, but what I gathered is it uses positively charged ions. That already sounds wrong in my head, but that's what charges up your battery. My science is not up to scratch right now. So why do they use lithium-ion batteries in basically all of your products? But in my camera, my phone, even my drone, or everything I have basically here, everything that you charge by micro USB or USB is more than likely going to be a lithium-ion battery. Why are these in your phone? These are in your phone because they're really cheap to buy, for consumers and for manufacturers, and they last generally a long time. Remember when we used to use AA's for everything, and we thought they last a long time? Phone batteries last a lot longer than that. One of the main advantages of lithium-ion batteries is it does something called trickle charging. This is actually the name of it, it's called trickle charging. But what it does is it charges your phone from 0 to 80% relatively quickly, and then it slowly charges from 80 to 100%. This is so it's overnight chargers. This is great, so it doesn't ruin your battery every night when you leave it on when you go to sleep. But it's annoying when you want to charge it quickly to just get out of the house. You will be waiting significantly longer for the extra 20%, so just keep that in mind. If you want to leave your device for a week, for instance if you're going on holiday and you don't want to take your phone, why would you do that? But you want to charge it to 50%, only 50%, no higher, no lower. You can have a percentage above or lower, but no more. Because if you do it any longer than this, the battery will start to discharge and get old, and your phone could ultimately explode. But very rare scenarios. Remember those hoverboards? How can you get a quicker charge on your phone? You can get a quicker charge on your phone in many different ways. The quickest way I've found, and a lot of other people on the internet have found, is putting your phone on airplane mode. This charges your phone a heck of a lot quicker. If you have an airplane mode, it does about 1% a minute, which is quite fast for a phone. Not as fast as quick charge by Qualcomm, but it's quite fast for just an iPhone because iPhones haven't implemented quick charging yet. Why Apple? It does about 1% a minute on airplane mode. If you're charging your phone normally, not on airplane mode, it will do about 1% every 1.5 minutes. Ultimately, for a full charge, there's about a 50 to 60 minute difference between keeping it on airplane mode and keeping it not on airplane mode. Is there a word for something not being in airplane mode? So how can you optimize your battery? After you get a charge, how can I make my phone last longer because I need to go to work or school, or you're just going to be out all day? Well, ultimately you could just take a portable charge with you, but that's not an option in this question. If you want to get a few more percent out of your phone each day, you can just manually change your brightness. But as soon as you go outside, you're not going to be able to see your screen if it's on dim brightness. So this is when auto brightness comes in. Auto brightness is like, hey, I want to save you some battery. So when you go inside, your screen will go dim, and when you go outside, your screen will go bright. This is good and bad because you don't want your phone really bright when you're on bed. Because of the proximity sensor on the top of your phone, it works out to being dark in your room, so it lowers the brightness, resulting in less eye strain and a longer battery life. So you're at home or in town or wherever you're going, you have an option for Wi-Fi and you have an option for 3G or 4G or any mobile data options. Try and use Wi-Fi to save battery. It can save you an enormous amount of battery, up to about 30% on a full charge if you just use Wi-Fi all the time instead of mobile data. But most of us don't have Wi-Fi all the time because if you're on a bus or trains, yeah, you're just going to have to use your 3G, 4G then. 3G, 4G or mobile data. If you're not using your phone for longer than an hour, stick it on airplane mode. It's actually pretty good for me at school. For instance, say if I'm in an assembly or just in a class, which I know I'm not going to take my phone out and text my friends, but I never do it in any of my lessons because I have no friends. Like seriously, I actually have no friends. You guys think I've been joking this time, but I have no friends. But yeah, stick it on airplane mode, put it in your pocket, and you should probably put it on silent. probably in school or a meeting right now, and it only drops 1% an hour on airplane mode, compared to about 8 to 9% just not having an airplane mode and not using it. Save your battery, guys. This is the last resort, guys. Say you're going on a hike somewhere up a mountain or a hill. Well, was that the first thing that came to my head? You can use low power mode. Low power mode is actually pretty good. I used to have to use it all the time on my retired iPhone 5C, but I had to constantly keep it on low power mode because the battery was so appalling on the old iPhones. Can you guys remember the iPhone 4's battery? You would kill through that in literally 3 hours. But I can say my 6S does last about 6 or 7 hours. Sometimes it can actually go in the iPhone 4's battery life. But you can use low power mode and make your battery icon orange or yellow, and you'll get a lot more battery, and it won't waste all your battery on stuff you don't need, like app refresh and mail fetch. Say if you're just a casual phone user that doesn't really use email that much, you can turn off mail fetch. This will stop your phone from having a notification every time an email comes in. This is good if you barely use email, but really bad if you use it with time. Keep that in mind and it will save you some battery and some mobile data. So you guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, click subscribe. If you like these tips and you know any more, comment down below in the description. I'll read all of them and I might do a part 2 to this video. Bye guys, have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday with a new video.